Hello, we're going to get started. My name's Jeb Reese. I'm the Community Development Coordinator for the City of Richmond. And I'd like to thank you all so much for coming out here today as we celebrate this amazing trail. This is really notable because Denise and I and the Chamber of Commerce made the rain stop for about 2 hours. So you're welcome. But this is really exciting. This is a big deal. This connects so many things here in this community. And what's really notable about it is about 3 weeks ago, Greg brought our whole team down here. We walked this trail when the asphalt was about 3 hours old. It was still warm. And at that point, everything around you that's green used to be dirt. And we were like, oh, this is in 3 weeks. And I knew that they were going to pull it off, but I was wondering, what's this going to look like by the time this ribbon cutting comes around? And it looks amazing. It's phenomenal. Everything's together. It's all done. And it's really a testament to the hard work that our team at the city puts in, as well as the people that we work with on this project. So it's just been phenomenal to see this progress during my time here at the city. And of course, the man behind making all of these awesome public works projects happen is our Director of Engineering and Public Works, Mr. Greg Steeds. So I'd like to have him up here to say a few words about the project.
Good morning. Thank you all for attending. The Whitewater Gorge Connector Trail connects the Gorge Trail to the Cardinal Greenway, providing a route from the Gorge Trail head at Test Road to Gaston, Indiana. The new distance of 2 miles, which is the Gorge Trail, plus 62 miles of Cardinal Greenway are now connected. This 1/3 mile connector trail accomplished a 42-foot grade change with full ADA compliant gradual rise and at no point exceeds 5% grade. The major project quantities include 9,600 square yards of block wall, 13,400 cubic yards of fill, 300 tons of asphalt, and 600 feet of railing. As Director of Public Works and Engineering, my role in this project is that of project manager. The project actually started in 2017. The Indiana Department of Transportation awards grants to counties and cities for transportation infrastructure projects. This includes the construction of new trails. The Whitewater Gorge Connector Trail project was one of 2 infrastructure grants that were awarded to the city of Richmond in 2018. These grants typically pay for 80% of the project, and that is the case for this project. There are several people and organizations that I would like to recognize that have also played a role in the successful completion of this impressive project. Mayor Snow, Richmond City Council members, I'd like to recognize you for knowing the importance of this project and allowing me to apply for the grant. The Richmond Redevelopment Commission for providing the 20% local match. The Indiana Department of Transportation for awarding the City of Richmond the grant. And I would like to recognize Kathy Eaton-McCallop, Kim Bodell, Nathan Riggs, and Mike Prather. Next, I would like to recognize the design team of Butler, Fairman, and Seifert. A lot of them are here today. They have put together a trail design that I have heard nothing but good things. Thank you very much. Their design team includes Alan Hammersley, Department Manager, Doug Valmore, Project Manager, Ryan King, Lead Designer, Construction Engineers Chad Weitzel, John Clare, and Mike Ellsbury, and John Spidell Jr., Client Liaison. Next, I would like to recognize United Construction for the great job that they and their subcontractors have done to construct this impressive trail. These 2 guys right here. I'd like to give special recognition to Project Superintendent Ryan Hernley and his crew and subcontractors for all their hard work, and Jacob Case, project manager. Thank you very much. In conclusion, I would like to thank our veterans for the wonderful memorial park that they have created. It reminds us all of the sacrifices they and their families have made so that we can enjoy the freedoms we have. I'd like to introduce Mayor Snow.
Thank you, Greg, so much. I want to echo Greg's words of gratitude and thanks. A big thanks to our Parks Department and our Greenhouse and Floral team. They've been out here working very hard. Butler, Fairman, Seifert. NDOT, I want to thank Common Council and our Redevelopment Commission. Everybody worked so hard. As Greg said, this started back in 2017, and that takes a lot of day-to-day just inching a project along. We have a beautiful and amazing Veterans Park. We have a beautiful and amazing Cardinal Greenway. We have a wonderful Whitewater Gorge Trail, and now we have a connector piece to bring them all together. So this does so much more than connect places. It connects people to our history, and it connects people of Richmond to one another. So this is a very special spot, and I'm thrilled to have you all here today, and thank you so much for all the work that's gone onto it. This is remarkable. Thank you.
So I get to speak a lot these things, and I do like to do that, and that's wonderful. And there's a lot of people to thank, and lots of team members have done a great job. And we talked a lot about how fast this grass mows, but if you're mowing this grass, you know what? It grows very, 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 very fast. And if you're taking care of the landscaping and things like that, you know it grows very, very fast. So thank you to the entire park team that will be maintaining this going forward. But I asked two special people to speak today in my place, two special people that I feel have made a significant impact right here about this trail. And Joe Goebel, he has made a significant impact right here. The Huey, if you don't know about the Huey and every other most of the monuments right here that you're seeing, he has had some type of direct impact, him and a lot of the Veterans Memorial Committee. He breathes, lives this park, and a true example of servant leadership. And so I've asked him to kind of say a few words about this project and what it means to the veterans. I've also asked Brian Schiepler from the Cardinal Greenway to speak today on what this connection really means to the Greenway, because this is more than just a section of trail to the Gorge Trail. This is a partnership. This is a connection between the Cardinal Greenway and the city. This is that missing link. And so I've asked him to speak about that today. So I'm going to turn it over to Joe first.
General Joe.
Well, thank you. I didn't know I was supposed to bring a letter. That's what Greg had. Can't top that. But I was here when they first cut the first tree down. And you kind of wonder, my God, what's this going to look like? But I got to know the guys at LCS and become pretty good friends. And so anyway, I think the park looks great. The trail is going to be a good asset to the park. We've already seen people from Cincinnati, Indianapolis, and all around who's came to this already. So I'm hoping that this will help us, help the city, and everybody else. So that's about all I got to say.
Thanks, everybody. I'm happy to be here on behalf of the Cardinal Greenway today, and I congratulate the city for the completion of this project. With the start of the 62-mile Cardinal Greenway, which is the longest trail in the state of Indiana, the Whitewater Gorge Trail, the new Riverside Trail, the downtown and depot loop, as well as the hiking and mountain bike trails at Hayes Arboretum and Cope Environmental Center. Richmond and Wayne County are very lucky to have such a robust trail system. Our community has a great number of options to walk, run, bike, and get outside. Since last spring, when COVID-19 first began, our data shows the use of the Greenway has increased dramatically, and it has been busier than ever. I know from talking to Denise and the managers of the other trail systems I just mentioned that they've seen the same thing, which is, of course, what we want. We want our communities to get out and use these great resources. Outside of our headquarters in Muncie and the immediate surrounding area, the section of the Greenway here in Richmond and Wayne County is the busiest portion of the entire system, and it has thousands of users every month who travel south down the trail from places like Muncie, Gaston, like Denise mentioned, LaSantville, and lots of other places in between. Now they can continue on a little bit further to the Gorge Trail, and they can stop here in the Veterans Park and the Star Jeanette area and get a little bit of Richmond history along the way. Of course, it also makes it easier and safer for people using the Gorge Trail to get to the Greenway. It seems fitting that next week we'll be having a celebration at our headquarters in Muncie, kicking off the Year of the Trail in Indiana. I can't think of a better way to honor and recognize the importance and value of trails than by adding a few more miles of trail like the city has with this new connector and the Riverside Trail. It's also a testament to the value and impact of trails to a community through the increased economic boost, tourism. I'm on the tourism board, so I got to give Mary a little shout out. Don't want to get in trouble with her. Health and wellness benefits, and the overall quality of life that assets like this new project, the Greenway, and other trails bring. Just as I'm thankful for all the people who had the original vision of the Cardinal Greenway and spent years bringing it to life, I'm just as grateful for everyone here that made this project possible, especially since I know these things don't happen overnight. They take years and years of work, lots of cooperation between government, community leaders, and a variety of other stakeholders, which, as we all know, isn't always easy. So I commend the city and everyone involved in this project for not only having the vision to imagine it, but the determination to actually make it happen.
Thank you, Brian. Okay, so I'm going to call up Lynette, and we're going to just open this trail and cut this ribbon. And just so you know, we do have a cable fence that is coming. It is on back order, but it will be here, so make sure to come back and see the cable fence and some other furnishings that will be up here soon.
Perfect. All right.
There you go. Good game, acting gun. And then some of you in the back. Some of you in the back still in right here. There's a new gap right here. Yep. I need air.
I'll load them here.
So we got a lot of photographers, so make sure you hold your smile a little longer.
Everybody clapping, celebrating. 1, 2, 3.
That was so